Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. JD here, and this is Legacy Outdoors. Today's video, I'm gonna do an unboxing of the new shower awning that I got. It's an OPENROAD Shower Awning. This is the version 2, the quick release. So I'm gonna go through the unboxing. I'm gonna show you everything that it came with, and then I'm going to install it on my truck. I'm planning on using some DZ hex bars to mount it onto my existing roof rack. I have the Rhino Rack, the Vortex crossbars on my camper shell right now, and they're spaced too far apart to mount these to those. So I'm going to use some hex bars that that I already had on before I got the camper shell as part of my setup. I was going to do some uni strut, but when I was walking around the shed looking around, I noticed that I still had these, and so that's what I'm going to use. Might as well use what I already have. So hang with me. We're going to get this unboxed. I'll show you how it came packaged and what all it came with. All right, so here's how it came right here. It's just in a normal box, got some straps on it. Looks like it was shipped and packaged pretty good. There's a couple dings on the box here and here, but nothing too crazy. All right, as we open it up, there we go. It just got the, I guess here, it's got the pouch. And then the awning, it looks like. So in this pouch, we've got, what do we got? 2 brackets that it'll mount to. We have some cord to help keep it tied down. The little brackets that would be used if it was mounted to my Rhino Rack. And we got the nuts and bolts here. It comes with an Allen wrench and a wrench, and then we got the stakes to stake it down. So that's what we got there, and then the other piece is the actual awning. So OPENROAD, again, it's the quick release shower awning. It's the version 2 from the OPENROAD 4-wheel drive or 4wd.com. So yeah, so hang tight. We're gonna get this put together, and then we'll get the bars put up on top, and I'll show you how all that's gonna be done. All right, so before I get these put up on the top of my truck, I wanted to show you what I was talking about, the hex bars. So these are made by DZ. They're aluminum, black powder coated. They have track on both sides so you can mount stuff. They're hexagon shaped, hence the name hex bars. But yeah, I had these as the crossbars on my truck before I put the camper shell that went over the tonneau cover that I had my basket and everything mounted to. They're about 5.5 foot wide, or yeah, long, and so they'll work good. They'll give me a little bit of overhang from where my bars are up top. And the reason I don't want to move my bars in is because I'll have a another awning, a 270 awning being mounted. Hopefully I get it in a couple days or this week and get it up on the truck too. So I need that distance for that. But yeah, so this is what it is. It's got a couple little brackets that slide into this track that'll slide into the bottom of my Rhino Rack crossbars. And yeah, and then I'll mount these brackets. I have 2 of them. 2 of these, so I'll mount these brackets across like this into both. That way it'll be nice and sturdy up there on the rack. So hang tight. I'm gonna get these brackets installed and get these up there, and then I'll show you the installation of the shower awning. All right, so I got the bars up top. I'll show you all that here in a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and install these brackets on the back of this awning and show you how all that's done. So it comes with everything you need in this bag. Again, it had the Allen wrench and a wrench. It's got some big carriage bolts for if you were going to mount them using those brackets to existing crossbars, which I am not going to mount them like that. I'm going to mount them into T-tracks. So I'm going to put all of that hardware up. So what I will need is these little bolts and nuts and lock washers for that. So on the back of here, you can see it's got 3 different T-tracks. I'm gonna try to mount it at the top because I want it low. The way my bars are on top, I don't want it to be too high. So I'm gonna start by mounting them in those 2. So you'll put the bolt in the little slot and then slide it down, and then yeah, put them over there. Actually, I think there'll be 2 in that one, and then 2 down here. So this is the bracket here. This part will be mounted onto my bars up top, and then this right here is where we'll be mounted onto the back of this. I'm going to mount it upside down as to not, so it'll be lower, right? If I do it like this, it's going to be lower than doing like this. So I'll come in here. I'm going to get it as far apart as I can, and by mounting it up in these top 2 grooves, I can actually get it farther, because if you can tell, there's 2 screws here that won't let the bolt get over. But by doing it up on these top 2, I can. So you just put your nuts on there, or your washers on there, and then put your nuts on there. I'm gonna move them. I'm gonna say about 3 finger lengths or widths from where the fabric is. And then we'll do this. We'll do the same thing on the other side. 2 down here, 1 at the top, about 3 finger lengths. We'll put those washers on. And then the nuts. And then I'm just going to tighten them down, and then I'll get back with you and we'll put it up top. All right, guys, so I just got those brackets installed on the back of the awning. I'm going to show you what the bars look like up on top of the truck. So here's the hex. Here is the Rhino Rack Vortex bars. There's T-track on the top, but there's also in the bottom. So what I did, I decided to mount them in the bottom. That way I can still put a kayak or something up top. So let me flip you around. All right, so the hex bars come with these little brackets. They're kind of like a T. There's a little notch that goes down in, and then a T-bolt, and then the same thing up underneath here. I have, instead of having the Allen wrench here so I can take them off quick, I just have some twist nuts on there. So I had both. These are like a little tie down point that was already on there. So I have it done on both. They're in parallel. I have 4 bolts in there. I may only use the 2 depending on how far out from the truck I want. But if that's the case, then I'll just take the other 2 off. So let me get you on a tripod on top of the truck, and then I will grab the awning and we'll put it up there. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like up here. I have the awning right here. Again, I put the brackets upside down. So I'm going to first try it just on the 2. That's not going to work. That's going to be too far. So I'm going to end up using all 4 bolts. Luckily, this awning's not too heavy, or this would be very awkward. Let's see. Got it in there. Got it in there. And get these. There we go. So we got them in there. I'm gonna put one nut on each side. That way it'll hold it up there for me. All the hardware that was included is stainless steel. So that's great. Everything, the brackets, the awning, everything seems really well built, really sturdy. So yeah, so I'm gonna get these other 4 put on, and then we will we'll get everything tightened down, and then I'll show you what it looks like installed from the side, and then what it looks like open and how to use it. All right, so there we go. It's installed. Everything is nice and sturdy. The cool thing about these bars, I could adjust them to bring this awning closer to the truck if I decide. I'll probably try it out and use it like this first. Or I may need to bring the bars out depending on how to make it flush with the side of my truck. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm sorry if it's windy. It's fall time in Alabama, so it's windy every day. But yeah, so let me get you down, put you on the ground, and I'll get on the ground, and then we'll see how everything looks when it's set up. All right, so before I open it up, I'm just going to show you what it looks like from the ground mounted. So yeah, there's about there's the gap between the truck and the awning, the 2 bars, which I'll be able to mount cameras, lights, whatever up here. Yeah, it'll be good. So that's what it looks like on the truck. From the front, that's what it looks like. So yeah, it doesn't stick off. Maybe about 2 inches farther than the normal bars do. So yeah, so that'll be good, should be protected. So yeah, so let's put you back down. All right, so here we go. So it's got the 2 zippers here. I've never opened this before. I've watched the video online, so I act like I know what I'm doing, but we're gonna learn together. We're just gonna zip this. I'm gonna zip both of them up. And then they say to flip this on top. It's got 2 Velcro straps that come undone. And then all of this just kind of, all of it hangs, just folds down. And I'm guessing that goes up here, and then it's supposed to like just spring out. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're learning together. So there we go. That's the awning right there. Yeah, so the actual awning, I'm 5'11", so by sitting it on here, it's just it's probably 6'2". So, and again, I'm going to use this as a shower tent, changing tent, and probably like the bathroom. Put my toilet in there. But you can adjust it up and down to the ground. However, I may end up flipping them brackets back and just raise it up a little bit. But again, we'll try it out and see what happens. See how I like it. Let's see. But they got the zipper right down here to zip it in. It's got these little attachments where you'd put the stake to stake it down if it's really windy. But I'm not going to do that today. But oh, that's why. I was wondering why it was like that. It was strapped up. It has the mat was attached. So let me get you off the tripod. Get you flipped around. So yeah, so once you zip it, when it's staked down, there's a floor down there that can be attached or taken out. You don't have to use it. But yeah, so if you get up in here, that's what it looks like up at the top. These things just kind of V in. That's what makes it where it springs out. It's got some struts up there, and then a bunch of different attachments to where you can tighten it and stuff from up top with these little hooks and stuff. It's got a couple bags. It does have a window over here. I don't know why you'd need a window, but it has one. So yes, let me take you out. So that's kind of what it looks like, just hanging there. Well, all right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. The installation and unboxing of the OPENROAD Shower Awning. I purchased this last Monday, so that was Columbus Day, and it actually arrived at my house on Saturday. So not too bad. It came from California. Shipping was free, so from California to Alabama in just a few days is not bad at all. So again, hopefully the awning will be coming this week and I'll get it installed. So look for that video to be coming soon. If you have any questions about anything that I used today, how I did something, I'm far from an expert, but shoot me a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Give me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Hopefully have some camping videos coming up soon now that the weather is nice and not terrible during the day or at night to where you'd have to bring a bunch of extra gear to get out and have fun. But yeah, hope everybody's doing well. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.